I told you to listen. I told you stop disobeying my rules. I told you being cute ain't shit if you have no education. I told you stop disobeying me. I told you to listen and do.
You may be thinking, what on earth have I just witnessed? And sadly, you are witnessing a grown adult mother cutting off her own child's hair, her braids, all because apparently she was misbehaving a little bit for over a year. And apparently this mother doesn't want to use physical punishments, so she decided this was the best way to do it. Now, she manipulates the poor child in this whole recording. She's like, I only did it out of love, you're not pretty if you don't have an education, looks don't mean shit, and all this other stuff. So I'm going to let you witness it.
Because my kid thinks it's more important to be pretty than educated, more important to be a follow body than a leader, right? Okay. I'm not a parent who likes to use physical discipline. Come here, you gotta learn today, girl. No physical discipline. Mom, don't mom me. No. You had your warning, you had your chance. I told you to listen. I told you stop disobeying my rules. I told you being cute ain't shit if you have no education. I told you stop disobeying me. I told you to listen and do as you're supposed to. I told you to do good in school. I told you to do your daily routine, and you yet to even do any of it. And you thought you were disobeying me today and I was not coming to cut this hair off. You're sadly mistaken because you thought being pretty was so much better than being educated or listening to your mom, right? Yes, this is what happens when you don't listen to your mom.
So from this video, you can see that the child in question is clearly mortified that her own mother is doing this, all because apparently she wasn't behaving, which is a drastic measure to go and cut your kid's hair. There's literally no need for that at all, but she decided to go to that extent.
The crazy thing is today, I had to do something that I really didn't want to do, but I had to do to teach my child a lesson. We try to be better than our parents, and I try really hard to be the best mother that I can be. And for the most part, I know I'm doing a fantastic job. We try to be better than our parents and learn different ways and try to do better, for instance.
What she's doing here is saying that the kid was trying to be better than her. The kid obviously cares about her own appearance, which obviously everyone does, which is fine. Apparently she wasn't doing really well in school, but I don't think that leads to cutting off her own hair because that child would definitely be a little bit traumatized because of that.
I'm not a parent who likes to use physical discipline. I find other ways like writing lines, grounding, times tables, chores. There's a lot of different things that I've been using, but my daughter's been acting out lately and thinking that being pretty is better than being educated, following other people is better than being a leader. And I've tried so much with her, and I've been working on her so much that today I had to do something that broke my heart, and I had to cut off her hair because being pretty is not better than being educated. Being pretty ain't shit.
A lot of people in the comments or on other videos reacting to this are saying that she's jealous of her kid, which, I mean, by the sounds of it, that's what it does sound like. But she's also saying that just because she wants to be pretty with her hair means that she can't do anything, which, I mean, there must be a reason she's not behaving at school. She's probably acting out and the mother's not bothering to actually see the deeper reason because of that. She just assumes that she wants to be pretty, which obviously could be something else.
Ain't shit if you're uneducated. Being pretty doesn't mean shit if you have no respect, you have no manners, you have no class, you have no morals, you're not representing yourself in a proper manner, having an attitude and acting like you're a boss bitch. That doesn't mean nothing if you have no brain to back it up. You have no heart to back that up. And I'm trying to bestow that into my children because in this day and age, it falls back on us parents. We got to put in the work to make sure that these kids...
As you just heard, you can hear her say it falls back on us parents. In other words, she probably doesn't want her bad name for her and her child. Her child is obviously acting out at school, right? But this woman doesn't want it falling back on her, which is fucking ridiculous. Because every child acts out at school at some point. You can't stop that. It could be for numerous reasons, and she's not bothering to find the deeper meaning of that, which is stupid.
Have and need all the necessities, and that's just not clothing and food. That's also an education. That's also knowing right from wrong and being a good person in society. And I'm trying to bestow this into my children because I told myself that even though I had a very good upbringing, my mom was a very good mom, I still wanted to do 10 times better.
She's pushing her own lifestyle on her kid, which is stupid and ridiculous. Her expectations for her kid is 10 times more than her in her childhood, which is ridiculous. It's stupid, and she shouldn't have that thought at all.
My mom did physical discipline. I chose not to do physical discipline because for me as a kid, like, yeah, I was bad and I may have deserved certain things, but I just chose not to do that as a parent. I use other forms. And sometimes when those forms don't work, we got to use different forms of discipline. So today, even though it broke my heart to cut off my daughter's beautiful hair, I chopped it right off because she needs to learn to stop following other people, have her own mind, have her own brain, have her own ambitions and goals in life. She needs to learn that being pretty is nothing compared to having an education and being a beautiful young lady with class and morals, respect, manners, and goals. We have to do better as parents. We got to put in the work, and I'm definitely doing it.
Now, I don't know what she is like behind the camera. I don't know how she's been like as a mum. She could be an amazing mum, but doing this was just a step too far, and she's probably ruined her own reputation and sadly her daughter's reputation too, which isn't fair on the daughter.
Even though it broke my heart, I know I'm doing the best that I can as a single parent, and I know that I'm doing the most, like a lot, and I make sure my kids have above and then some more. So we need to do better as parents, even if it takes us doing drastic things like this.
So before she turned the comments off, everyone was obviously, of course, defending the daughter in question, which obviously I don't blame them. So then the mother decided to react to some of the comments saying this.
Hi. Do you feel traumatized?
No.
Do you feel like I abused you?
No.
Do you feel like this form of discipline was a lot better than any other form of discipline, like physical abuse, that I could have used?
Yes.
Now, of course, the daughter is agreeing with everything the mother says, which is very weird, like extremely weird. She's also looking a little, obviously, distressed, traumatized, sad. I don't know how to explain it, but she does not look happy. I mean, I wouldn't look happy either, but there's clearly something ongoing there.
You know I love you, right?
Yes.
You know I got your back, right?
Yes.
You know what I'm doing right now is to make you a better person, right?
Yes.
How many times have I spoken to you about this?
A lot of times.
How many times have your teachers called me?
Multiple times.
How many times have you not handed in homework?
A few times.
How many times have you not listened? How many times have I told you when you're grounded not to do certain things and you're still doing them?
A lot of times.
Right. A lot of times, right? And I've been speaking to you about this for how long?
A year.
So today when I did what I did by cutting off your hair, you understand why I did it, right?
Yeah.
And you're learning from it, right?
Yeah.
And what did you learn?
I learned not to disrespect you and to listen to you.
It's literally manipulating this poor child so much, and I feel so bad for her. She doesn't deserve this at all.
And also,
And to do my homework.
because school comes first, right?
Yeah.
And if you have no education, then you have nothing, right?
Yeah.
So if you're not listening in class and you're not behaving and you're not listening to your teachers and you're not handing in your schoolwork, do you deserve to have extensions in your hair?
No.
Do you deserve to have the latest styles in your hair?
No.
Do you deserve to have nails in your hair?
No.
Your hair will grow back, right?
Yeah.
You can wear wigs, right?
Yeah.
I can add extensions back, right?
Yeah.
So you know what I did. I did out of love, right?
Yeah.
And the only reason why I posted was because of what? You think that these Instagram and Snapchat and TikTok and Roblox is your life. I didn't embarrass you. You embarrassed yourself.
The mother embarrassed this poor child overcutting her hair because she was misbehaving. That is embarrassing your child. The child didn't do anything wrong. Yes, she may as well as not be behaving. She may as well have an attitude and whatever else. But that is no reason to cut your own child's hair. That is just awful.
Right?
Yeah.
Thank you. My kid's not abused. My kid isn't upset. My kid knows. This is a learning experience and process. She knows. I never abused my kid. I'm not harming my kid. I'm not even a fucking parent who wants to physically abuse her kid or discipline her kid. This took a lot for me to even do, and I've been talking to her for a whole year about her grades, about listening in class, about not using the phone, all of this stuff. And I actually don't answer to any of you and don't have to explain shit to any of you. This kid right here is letting you know that she knows I did it out of love. And after trying so many different things with her, yes, she got her fair warning. I was going to cut it off and I was going to post it because she's embarrassing herself. This is not about embarrassment. It's so she understands and gets that in this world, these apps, this generation is bullshit. And I, as her parent, am going to do much better in guiding her and making sure she becomes a beautiful, decent young lady. Duh.
That mom who cut the braids out her daughter's head for discipline and posted it for the entire world to see, guess what? She lost her kid. CPS came and took that child. I mean, CPS isn't really any better, so I'm hoping that she's placed in a great home. But still, that's what you get. That's what you get. You guys be having kids, and you don't even want them for real. Like, look at you. Look at you, silly goose. Like, and you see in that video, the specific words she was using, talking about some, oh, you think you're pretty, you think your looks, you're jealous. You're literally jealous of your own daughter. Shit is crazy, bro.
So apparently the kid has actually been taken off the mother, which, I mean, I'm actually happy for. That kid deserves better. CPS isn't any better, so I do hope she is placed in a nice home. But, yeah, I do hope she has a great life. Without her mum saying, oh, I did it out of love, right? You know, being pretty isn't shit if you don't have an education, right? Like, bro, you can't do that to a child. Well, that's all from me. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.